making a bigger batch than normal. I usually do a 20 bar batch, but I'm going to be doing a 40 bar batch for this. This is my Be Happy soap. I've got this really cute Be Happy stamp that has a little honeybee on it that I'm going to use. This is going to be an oatmeal, milk, and honey soap. So this is my oils all mixed together. I'm anticipating this moving faster than normal because of the fragrances, but also because I'm using some cocoa butter instead of my usual shea butter because it has that nice toasty scent. The other thing is I find the oatmeal, I use ground oatmeal and I also use colloidal oatmeal, and I find that colloidal oatmeal can cause things to move a little bit faster as well. And then in the bottom of this, I have goat's milk from one of our goats. And when I do a goat's milk soap, there's two different ways I do it. Either I will use a powder and reconstitute that and add it to my oils, or I will use the fresh. If I'm using the fresh, I do a 1-to-1. This is my lye solution over here, a 1-to-1 liquid with my lye. And then I typically use a 1.5-to-1 concentration ratio when I'm doing a typical batch, but when I do something with the goat's milk, I do a 2-to-1 if I'm using the fresh or liquid goat's milk. So anyway, going to be doing, I don't have a wooden mold, so this is one of my handmade ones that's the corrugated plastic, and I've got some bracing in it in the middle so it doesn't bow out. And then I have a piece of the bubble wrap that I will put on top to have some neat little honeycomb design. Okay. Real quick on these buckets. Buckets are kind of expensive. It's ridiculous how much they are. Food grade buckets. And I don't want to use a 5-gallon one, but this is actually an icing bucket from Casey's gas station. So you can go there and check with them. And a lot of people use them for like honey storage, for feed buckets if they've got livestock. This is great for soap making. We have water buckets for animals, things like that, for planting. But these are a really great size. So go to your Casey's and ask if they have any of their icing, like for donut icing buckets. You'll have to clean them, of course, but these are really, really handy size. Okay, enough with that. For the fragrances, I am using 3 different fragrances, though I have 4 bottles. One of them is almost empty. I have Sweet Clover from Brambleberry. This one, it smells a lot like honey to me. I don't care for it on its own, but I like it in this mix. It does behave well, and I think if I remember, if I can read it, discolors to tan. Then I have Oatmeal, Milk, and Honey. This is from Nurture Soap, Nurture Handmade. This one is super fluid and it has no discoloration. It smells really good. And the Oatmeal Stout, this is from Brambleberry. This one, it will discolor to a very dark brown, and it does accelerate. And then this is just a tiny bit of the Oatmeal Stout I have left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Oatmeal Stout for, I'm not going to be using any colors because this is going to discolor to a brown. I'm going to have some different variations of the dark brown, the tan, and then the no discoloration. However, when you have a fragrance that's going to discolor to a dark brown, a lot of time that just bleeds into the other ones. So it's going to end up, when I first cut it, you'll have some pretty, actually, let me backtrack. When I first cut it, you'll see it. It will have really kind of a dark outline, and then it'll be pretty clear or pretty light colored in the middle, and then as the air reacts with it, it'll darken up pretty quickly, especially the Oatmeal Stout one. However, by the time it cures to 6 weeks and farther out from there, all the colors will kind of blend together. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring everything to emulsification, then I'm going to pour off enough for, this is about 2 ounces, this is about 2 ounces, so that would be about 10 bars of soap. So I'll pour off into 2 separate bowls to do these. But I will do this, whatever's left in here, I will put the Oatmeal Stout in there and then pour it off right away, then mix the other 2 and then do some swirls and use my hanger tool to hopefully get some little swirls in there too. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab my other 2 bowls and we'll get started.